What's happening, people? Shay here, Uneven Mounts. Hope you guys are well. So, South Africa just cap off a fantastic 3-2 victory against the West Indies in the 5-match T20 series, and the Caribbeans finished a few days ago. Temba Bavuma, although he captained the side to victory, as I mentioned before, he was in the dock again on social media. This man must get more criticism on social media than most players that I see at the international level. He gets ridiculed left, right and centre. He gets hammered by fans, positive fans. And the reality is, it's because the pigmentation of his skin just doesn't suit certain people. And that is the reality. That's the reality. That's why people do not like him. They want the guy to fail. So I made this post video just kind of in response to this. I've done a video before on Temba Bavuma. Listen, I've criticised him. I've criticised the psyche at times when he walked in that test against Sri Lanka. But this guy has had to overcome adversity on and off the pitch. He's had fellow players, fellow captains him, openly criticise him. He's had to have an extremely thick skin. The first black African captain of South African cricket. There's a lot of weight on his shoulders if you know the politics and the history of that country, and I won't get into that now, it's not the time. But the reality is that man's got a lot of pressure on his shoulders, and he does it very admirably, and he gets hammered, and I feel it's extremely harsh. Yes, he wasn't great in the series. That being said, he's come off injury, but this is a guy who did very well. He averaged 43 in the recent CSA T20 challenge a few months ago, captain the Lions to victory. And the Lions was a star-studded side, don't get me wrong. You know, it was a who's who of Proteas cricket. You could argue their first choice side could probably have beaten a Proteas team of some sort, I'm sure. But like Magala, Sapamla, Rabada was there, Fortain, Pretorius, Mulder, Rickleton, Van der Dusen. I mean, it's pretty ridiculous, to be honest with you, at times, that lineup. But they won and he did well. His strike rate was 114, I think, and he's not, I think, you know, maybe a typical modern day T20 player, and I appreciate that. And I think obviously the role of anchor, which has been used to death recently, that term anchor in the South African T20 side, I appreciate that he plays a role which is maybe not to everyone's liking. It's not swashbuckling cricket a la Andre Russell, Glenn Maxwell, etc., Josh Butler. It's not in that vein. But he's a decent T20 batsman. He hasn't played many games. I've got his stats in front of me now. I mean, 13 T20Is, averaging 28 at a strike to 126. Not too shabby. Not that bad. Obviously, coupled with the likes of Quinton de Kock, it helps, obviously. He's obviously a more aggressive batsman, and don't get me wrong, I think Bavuma could need to push to 135, 140 really, with the same average, if not a bit better. That'd be better for South Africa. But I know for a fact the guys were working on that. He knows maybe the flaws in his game and where he needs to improve. But I just feel like these calls for Temba to be dropped from captaincy, the guys just took the reins, and that's what I want to talk about in this video mainly. Like, you guys who are giving this guy shit are wasting your time. You are absolutely wasting your breath in trying to. A bit of frustration is one thing, but you almost feel like your word is to carry some weight to getting this guy axed. What do you want? Do you want to captain your previous captain who didn't give a shit about the media, was absolutely awful with them, this arrogant upstart who was an absolutely world-class player but had no relationship with the media, which had no real connection with the fans off the pitch? Unfortunately, you might not want to hear about that. Who cares? It's all about what is on the pitch. Well, to be honest with you, from a tactical point of view, I wasn't that impressed with Quinton de Kock in the time that he captained anyway. And yeah, Temba slipped at times in his T20 series, although his bowling change at times also I felt were quite strong. But with Quinton, tactically he's okay. I think he was great. I think the way he carries himself in South African cricket, to me, is not befitting of a captain who's tried to bring that country together. And so I'm going off a bit off topic now on the wider context of South African cricket, but it does matter. And you know, if you watch this video, what I'm talking about. Temba fits the mould far better. So that's why Quinton as well is one of the reasons why he's not captain more. As much as I don't think he wanted it, it's kind of thrust upon it, but I don't want to see De Kock as captain anymore. He really didn't care, in my opinion. So if you don't care, you don't wear that badge of pride, that Protea pride. You shouldn't be captain. But is that what you want? You roll him back into skipper, or you're gonna say, let's make Rassie captain, whatever. Timber's the captain. Why don't you use you people, you idiots out there, you just keep chucking abuse at Sky? Why don't you try and convert some of that energy, that negative energy, use some of that passion that you clearly have, flip it around and support the dude? Because maybe, just maybe, that might help the cause. That might help the cause, you know what I mean? To give this guy, to back this dude, back the team. Maybe that would actually help them to maybe impose some positive energy on the side and let this guy do his thing. He's not going anywhere, so give it up, man. Save your breath. Save your breath. Give it up. He's the captain. He's going to be the captain of the white ball side until at least the 2023 World Cup. So get used to his face. Get used to his face. I was going to say then, and I will say, get used to his black face, because that's what you are, the ones who give a shit. That's the reason. That is the majority of you out there. The 90% of you people out there who are giving this dude shit is because he's a black African and you don't want him there. You think he's not good enough, and oh, because he's black African, that's why he's in the side. That's why, he's not befitting this. He doesn't deserve a place in a team. Blah, blah, blah. We've been around these houses so many fucking times, man. How many times do you want to go through this? Get over it. He's the captain. Get behind the side. The country is moving forward. This ain't 1983 anymore, guys. It's not. It's not. So deal with it. Deal with it. Do you know what I mean? No one waving that friggin' orange flag anymore. No one waving it. Get over it. Timber's the captain. Get on with it. Back the guy. He's a quality batsman. He will improve. He'll improve his white ball game. He's already improved his test game. In fact, his white ball game I mentioned before, his averaging was 50 in ODI cricket. Yeah, it's a small sample size. He played 9 games and 13 T20s. But it's a good start, right? It's a good start. So what's the problem? He's captaining both sides. He can adapt his game. He's a smart cricketer. Do you know what I mean? A lot of weaker men would have wilted under this pressure. He's not. And that needs to be admired massively. And massively. So stop wasting your time. He's captain next 2 years, minimum. Get behind him. Get behind the side. Get on board. And maybe, just maybe, you'll help the side to achieve and maybe win that elusive ICC trophy. Who knows? Better than wasting your time just barracking the guy, right? Surely it's better than that. Why waste time on that, man? Why waste your energy? Just move on, because it's boring. I'm out.